थोड़ा एक बात कर लीजिए, कृष्णदास कविराज क्यों सूत्र रूप में सब कुछ वर्णन कर रहे। कृष्णदास कविराज भी अपने लिखा, ये मेरा उम्र भी ज्यादा हो गया और
Krishnadas Kaviraj says, now that I'm also old, I wouldn't know when I would leave this body. That I want to speak about Caitanya Mahaprabhu, but I want to write more about Caitanya Mahaprabhu. But now I'm feeling that my age, my body is gone old, and then he continued. So then he realized that okay, his body is not so bad. So then he continued. He continued the lila. So then he started to write again.
जय जय श्री चैतन्य जय नित्यानंद जय जय अद्वैत चंद्र जय गौर भक्त वृंद देश रहिला प्रभुर जात संवत्सर.
We're doing second chapter, Madhyam Leela.
श्री राधिकार चेष्ट जना उद्धव दर्शने এই মত দশা প্রভু হয় রাত্রি দিনে নিরন্তর হয় প্রভুর বিরহ উন্মাদ ব্রহ্মই চেষ্টা সদা প্রলাপময় বার লোকমে রক্ত দিগন্তন্তস হারে ক্ষণে হয় ক্ষণে অঙ্গ ক্ষীণ হয় ক্ষণে অঙ্গ পড়ে গম্ভীরা ভিতরে রাত্রি নাই নিদ্রা লব ইচ্ছে শিরে ঘষে ক্ষত হয় ইতরে কপাট পূজন ভাইলে কবু সিংহ তরে করে কবু সিদ্ধে শতক পর্বত দেখি গোবর্ধন ভ্রমে আয়া চলে আত্মনাদ করিয়া খন্দনে উপবন উদ্যান দেখি বৃন্দাবন জ্ঞান তাহা যাহা চাই নাচে গায় ক্ষণে মূর্ছা যান কাহা নাই শুনি সেই ভাবের অধিকার সেই ভাব হয় প্রভু শরীরে প্রচার হস্তপদে সন্ধিসা বিদস্তি প্রমাণে সন্ধি ছাড়ি ভিন্ন হয় চর্মরই স্থানে হস্তপদে শিরসা শরীর ভিতরে প্রবিষ্ট হয় কর্মরূপ দেখি প্রচুরে এই মত অদ্ভুত ভাব শরীরে প্রকাশ মনেতে শূন্যতা রাখে হা উদাস কাহা মোর প্রাণনাদ মুরলী বদন কাহা করু কাহা পাউ ব্রজেন্দ্র নন্দন কাহারে কহিব কেবা জানে মোর দুঃখ ব্রজেন্দ্র নন্দন বিনা ফাটে মোর বুক এই মত বিলাপ করে বিহল অন্তর রায়ের নাটক শ্লোক পড়ে নিরন্তর. কৃষ্ণদাস কবিরাজ
Chapter 2, Chaitanya Charitamrita, Chapter 2, Madhyam Leela. The ecstasis, like the state of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu in his separation mode. So 24 years he spent in the Gravastha ashram, and then the rest of the 24 years he was a sannyasi. So when he was sannyas, 24, these three separations, out of the 24, there's three separation leelas. So the 6 years he was in 6 years he was outside Jagannath Puri, and he was preaching outside Jagannath Puri. And then the 18 years he spent time in Navadip and Jagannath Puri. And then the last 12 years he spent in Gundicha temple. Gambhira. And the deep separation mode. The last 12 years he was deeply absorbed in the Radharani's bhav in Divya Anadasa. As Mahaprabhu, to pacify Caitanya Mahaprabhu, it was Swarup Damodar and Rayaramanda used to be with Caitanya Mahaprabhu. In the other 6 years, he used to be with the devotees and did the Nam Sankirtan. And he used to give love and affection to all the devotees. So in his last 12 years, Caitanya Mahaprabhu was always manifested the symptoms of ecstasy in the separation from Krishna. So like Radhaji used to suffer in the fire of separation. So similarly, Caitanya Mahaprabhu is also in this state of the separation, in the madness of separation. He is also exhibiting this. And when Radharani was in the deep mood of separation, then who had this darshan? It was Uddhav. Uddhav had the darshan of Radhika. When Radhika was in deep mood of separation from Krishna. So Uddhav said to Krishna that my mother and father are so much in deep separation and they are suffering in my separation. And then there's also gopis, please go and take the message. So he didn't say to go and pacify gopis. He said, no, take my message to gopis. Take my message. Take my Sundays, my letter, my news. Take my news message to. You go and pacify my parents, but give this news and this message to the gopis. So what did the message Krishna gave? What was the sandesh did Krishna gave to Uddhav? Krishna wrote a letter. In this letter, it is called Samachar, like news. Samachar letter. That letter. So he said that letter should be shown to the gopis. What was that samachar? What was that message? What did this patra, in this letter, what did Krishna write to gopis? I will speak about that later on. So we can go into Mahaprabhu's Leela. When Radhaji was suffering in the mood of deep fire of separation, Viraho, Madhani,
सनक संहिता के अनुसार, शास्त्र के अनुसार विश्वानंदिनी श्रीमती
Vrishabhanu, these two forms, one is Kama and Sanjogini and Vyogini. Sanjogini, Vrishabhanu Radhika is she is always with Krishna. Vrishabhanu Radhika is always with Krishna. Sometimes visible and sometimes she is invisible. She actually Vrishabhanu Radhika, she never leaves Vrindavan. Just like similarly, like Krishna never leaves Vrindavan. So this Vrishabhanu Radhika is always with Krishna in Vrindavan. This is our Siddhantas, our Acharya Padhav said. These two prakash of Vrishabhanu Nandini. One is Kama or Vama. So Kama is Sanjogini and Vyogini. Sanjogini Radha is, the Radha when she went to Kurukshetra, that was Sanjogini Radha. And the Vyogini Radha is in Uddhav Gyare. So Vyogini Radha is at Uddhav Gyare. That she is suffering in the separation mode from Krishna. That's Uddhav, when Uddhav left Mathura and reached Vrindavan. That time at night, Krishna, Nanda Maharaj, like Uddhav tried to pacify Nanda Maharaj. Then he's. So you come to give me message of your son. So all night, Uddhav Prabhu tried to speak to him about Ishvara Prakash of Bhagwan. And Nanda Maharaj just condemned all that message, you see. So it's pure Vatsalya Bhav. There is no Ishwarya. Where there is Vatsalya Bhav, there should be no there is no Ishwarya Bhav. Like if Ishwarya Bhav comes, so like for example, doodh, if you put doodh in the kadai, in a big pan, and you boil the milk, when the milk starts boiling, then it will overflow. So if you put in that boiling hot milk, if you put grass, some pieces of grass into it, so then if you put grass in it, then the milk will go down, and then it will come up again. So sometimes in separation mode, Aishwarya mode, you can see, like it will come up and then it will go down. And our Vishwanath Chakravarti Thakur is saying, Gopis, Srimati Radhika is saying, your friend, there's three, she's saying, she's speaking about Krishna, how Krishna was in the Ram Leela, and she spoke about Ramakatha, Bali Maharaj. Then Bali Maharaj also, that how Krishna came and took everything from Bali Maharaj. In Vaman, the Krishna came in Vaman Bhagwan. He came in the roop of Vaman Bhagwan, and Chalna Kapata means so hypocrisy and duplicity. How? That is called Aishwarya Bhav. That is actually Aishwarya Bhav. That's Aishwarya Bhav. And then again it goes down to, like the example I gave is about the milk. If the milk is boiling, and then it will come up, and if you put grass, and then it will go down. So in the Mahabhav Dasa, in the state of Mahabhav, so for a moment, that you will get Ishwarya Bhav, but then it will go down. It's not. In Krishna, in his previous Janam, was Ram. In his previous avatar, it was Vamandev. Radhaji is not thinking of that. Then why is she speaking like that? That is that. Why is she speaking like this? Sometimes Purnamashi, sometimes she arranges a devotee from a devotee's mouth to speak about Ram Katha or Vamandev. But the Vishwas, wherever it is Vrajvasi, they don't have Vishwas in all that Ishwarya. The bhakti that the Vrajvasis have in their heart, they don't accept Krishna as Ishwarya, that opulent mode. They don't even think that Krishna is Bhagwan. If you say, whatever Leelas he did in Krishna, whatever Leelas Krishna did in Vrindavan, they were Aishwarya. They were opulent. They were Aishwarya Leelas. Like for 6 years, at the age of 6, he killed Putana. Is that ordinary thing? No. They saw, the Brajvasis saw that. But still, in our Tikakar, they're saying the 6-year-old boy, when he sucked the breast of a Putana, and then Putana forcefully made Krishna suck. She forcefully put her breast in the mouth of Krishna. But Krishna didn't want to drink. So what did Putana do? Putana externally she showed maternal love, but a 6-year-old, what did she do? That forcefully, for a 6-month-old baby, she forcefully put her breast in Krishna's mouth. So 6 days. Yeah, 6 days. Then I said 6 days. 6 days. And see how the Krishna was quite, even the body of Putana was so huge. Vrajvasi saw all this, when she manifested her huge body, her original demonic body, that she's so huge. For example, like a wave, there's a speedboat in the ocean. Speedboat is on the ocean. What happens on the side of the ocean? The water is like on the side, So like that, when Putana, when she embraced the 6-day-old baby on her chest, because she's like a huge. When I go to Mathura, because this Krishna wouldn't hold off. She's got so tightly hold of Putana's breast that it was really hard for her. So she thought that if I do this huge body, that I will go back to Mathura, and then the other demons can help me to take this Krishna off from my breast. Like it's so, her body was like a tornado. Funny, you know, all these different tornadoes that come funny. Like it's traveling like. So similarly, Putana is like that, you know, like these tornadoes are it's such a great speed. So similarly, this Putana is traveling like that at a very fast speed. So there's a lot of dust and everything's flying off when she's traveling. So Brajavasi saw all this, that she manifested this huge body and she's flying, and the Gopal is with her. But then she fell down at the garden, and she destroyed that whole garden. All the great trees, all the trees fell down, and the Putana's body was that huge. Then she, like she fell down. So for example, a fish. When a fish, have you noticed, when a fish is about to die, her eyes kind of pop out. So when this Putana fell down on the ground, destroyed, when her body fell on the ground, then all the trees and the trees that were nearby in that place they all fell down and were destroyed. Even the Putana's eyes was like popping out. But if you look at the small Gopal, as he's quite comfortably quite comfortably sitting on her chest. Even no scratch. There was not a single scratch on his body. You know, like if you have a motorcycle accident, then you fall down, and then you know, like you have scratches on your skin, and there's a little bruises like that. But our Gopal not even a single scratch was on him. So the Brajavasi saw this. They still were not thinking that Krishna is Bhagwan. They only knew that Krishna, this is what they are saying? Oh, it's Narayan's Kripa, that Krishna is saved. They never thought that Krishna is Narayan. They never even had that in their mind. That they are saying that because of Narayan's Kripa, that Narayan protected Gopal. This is a pure Vatsalya Bhava. Why am I saying this? That Vrishabhanu Nandini Radha, that she's two Prakasha, Sangyogini, and one is Vyogini. Vyogini Radha is in Kurukshetra. In Uddhav Kyari. There is a Vishaka Kund there, which is the Kund in Vishaka. Uddhav Kyari is Vishaka Kund. From far away, Uddhav had darshan. The Srimati Radhika's. Sorry, I didn't understand that. Krishna in his previous janam was Ram or Vamandev. They didn't have that anubhav, you know, like they didn't have that realization. They just spoke because Yog Maya arranged for Radha to speak. like Dulan, bride. When the bride gets made, when the bride is decorated, the alankar, the ornaments, they you know they rent it out. You know, like sometimes the bride's father doesn't have so much money that for her wedding that she can buy these ornaments for her daughter. So because he doesn't have so much money, then he decorates her daughter, decorates with ornament. She hires it, you know, like she rents it out. He rents it out, and after the wedding, then he returns back all that ornaments to the shopkeeper. So when she reaches her in-laws' house, so all these ornaments that she's wearing, they take it off, and it's because it's on a rent. So similarly, when she's in this dasha, in this deep mood of separation, it's not. It's not directly heard. It's listened from somebody else. Like
उसी प्रकार महाप्रभु की जो चेष्टा आदि जो है विरला
that Mahaprabhu is in the Vira,
और कुछ प्रणाम आदि करते हैं और महाप्रभु के शरीर में
in Mahaprabhu's body, all these asta shakvi, romancha, all these symptoms and all these ecstatic moods came by Mahaprabhu's hair, the hair stand on end. The body hair used to stand on end. It used to, like when the hair used to stand, it used to be so red. It's like as if it was bleeding. It was that red. And his skin is so also very very fair. Then all this hair. What is this red? What is that example? Example they're given. It's like a kante, like a thorn. You know the rui, the cotton plant. You know the cotton plant? Cotton. I think it means rui. Rui plant is cotton plant, I think. Yeah. Cotton. Rui. Cotton, yeah, cotton plant. So in the cotton plant, they have, is when it grows, this cotton plant, when it goes not 1 foot, like there's a big tree, there's not a small plant of cotton, but when this cotton becomes like tree, this, yeah, like a flower, like a flower, it opens up, and then you see the white cotton, and then you see that white cotton is blowing, is in the wind. I've seen it in Brazil. Yeah, the covering, it's like a covering is brown. In that tree, in that cotton tree, and there is a thorn. The thorns are very big in the cotton tree. This Mahaprabhu's skin, when he was in this Vira Desa, in the separation mode, this was like the kante, this kante that was like in a cotton plant. That's how his hair used to stand up like a kante, like a thorn. And his teeth, the Mahaprabhu's teeth, they used to shake. And sometimes his body sometimes his body became very thin, and sometimes his body became very big.
गंभीरा के अंदर महाप्रभु ने
Even Mahaprabhu was in Gambhira.
महाप्रभु की नींद नहीं आई।
1 second he did not sleep.
भित्ते मुख सिर घसे खत है सब और महाप्रभु को गो गो के शब्द करते थे।
Mahaprabhu was making this go voice and on his floor he was rubbing his face on the ground. Sometimes on the he would rub his face on the wall, sometimes on the floor. Why was he doing this on the wall? Who will be able to know this reason? And his face used to be red, even the nose or lips, face, lips, nose, it used to be very red. The 3 doors used to be closed in the Gambhira. The door used to be closed in the Gambhira. Then how sometimes he used to leave Gambhira even though the doors were shut. And sometimes he used to come by the door and make this very funny noise. Go. Sometimes when Mahaprabhu used to see Chakat Parvat, he used to think this is Govardhan Parvat. Yeah, with his own mouth, he used to glorify Giriraj Govardhan. Sometimes Chaitanya Prabhu, when he used to see Chakat Parvat, and when he used to see the ocean, the water in the ocean, the blue ocean of the ocean, he used to think this is Yamuna. In the Jagannath Vallabh, there is a garden there, and then he used to see the garden. Mahaprabhu used to think that this is Udipan. He used to think it's Udipan of Vrindavan. Like when he used to see all this beautiful garden, he used to recite this slok of Ras. When the gopis and Radhas when gopis are searching for Krishna after the Ras Leela, then they were gopis asking the tree, and then go to a tree, the mango tree who gives so much ras, like a mango ras. The trees, rasa also is the mango trees, they give ras to everyone. So the gopis are saying, hey, you are such a tall tree. Did you see Krishna? Tell us where Krishna is. Actually, it's not Krishna. The trees in Vrindavan by the bank of Yamuna, all the trees that are by the bank of Yamuna are not trees. They are Sant Mahatmas. Sant Mahatmas will never lie. So he said, you are Sant Mahatma, you will not lie. What is a tree? Everything, the tree's life, everything. It is always for others. Even if you put fire on the tree, and then again, then also that becomes manure, fertilizer. So it becomes, even if you burn the tree, even that last ashes of the tree can become fertilizer in the farm.
अमाजन नाम सुना है?
Amajan.
अमाजन नाम से अमाजन नदी,
Amajan Nadi. Amazon. Amazon. Amazon.
हैं?
Yeah, Amazon River.
देखा
I saw it in Amazon.
कितने जंगल है,
This is such a huge forest that the jungle is
साफ
so.
करने के लिए आग लगा दी।
So to clear the jungle, they put fire. They fire.
कितने बिहड़
There's,
प्रजाति रहते हैं,
there's also so many animals living there.
कितने 40,000
There's 40 types, different types of species stay in the Amazon
और
forest.
इसके अलावा नानी नहीं कहते, ये जो छोटा छोटा क्या बोलते हैं, इनका क्या बोलते हैं,
Chiti, ants.
नहीं कितने प्रकार के,
There's also ants, like there's so many different varieties, types of ants there in Amazon forest.
तो उस जंगल के क्या करते हैं,
What do they do that jungle? They burn, like to maybe to use the land for agriculture. They used to burn. They burn around that forest.
काट के रखेंगे, आसमान नहीं, इसलिए वो लोग क्या करते हैं,
That's what they do.
मैंने जैसे सुना देखा भी नहीं, चाहे तो पेट्रोल डाल,
They put petrol around.
हैं,
They put petrol around
आग लगा,
and then put fire. Then light it up.
इतना गर्मी है,
It's very, very hot there. Very humid and hot.
मैं जगह देखा नहीं,
I've been there, so I've seen it.
अगले जंगल को आग लगा,
So they put.
अच्छा जो पेड़ जो मैं नहीं करता, पेड़
So
जो
this tree.
आग लगी, पेड़ छाई
So
लगी,
even if you burn the tree, then what happens to the ashes? Then that ashes, they fall down. It becomes even fertilizer. So that even last, even that part.
सब कुछ देख करके फिर
So
भी मनुष्य की
even
उपकार करते हैं,
even then, even the human beings put fire to it, burn the tree, but still trees serve of serving human
ये
beings.
जमुना उपकल,
So
जमुना की उपकल स्थित वृक्ष आदि
so the trees by the Yamuna are they are like sadhus, Sant Mahatma. They have given their whole life. What is the symptom of Sant Mahatma? They always want to help others. So in Srimad Bhagavat it says,
तो उसी प्रकार रहते हैं, ये वृक्ष आदि,
this vriksha,
आप लोग तो जमुना, एक तो जमुना के उपकल में रह,
these trees, you are by the bank of Yamuna, you are drinking the river, the water from Yamuna, pure water. So you don't have any dosh, you don't have any faults. So whatever you eat, that's how your mind is and how intelligence is. So gopis are saying to the trees that you are drinking the pure water from the Yamuna. That's why you don't have any kutilata, you don't have any chal kapat, no hypocrisy or duplicity. So whatever you eat, that's how your mind is. So this vriksha, because these trees are by the bank of Yamuna. So you are drinking the pure water of Yamuna. So you don't have any duplicity or hypocrisy. You are pure-hearted. So you are so tall. Then did you take darshan of Krishna? You are taking darshan of Krishna because you are so tall. So you tell us, where is our Pran Govind? Where is our beloved Govind? Tell us. So Vriksha cannot talk. So Vriksha didn't speak anything. Just that time the wind blew. And when the wind blew, so that the branch of the tree started to move like up and down. Looking at that gopis in the deep separation mood, they're saying, so he's saying, the gopis are saying that the tree is, if somebody wants to say no, then they may not speak out no, but they will move the head, right? So like that, by the wind, that some branches of the tree started to move like down, like
ये वृक्ष कैसे
So then gopis are saying,
हम लोग कुछ नहीं बोल रहे
this tree is not saying, also telling us nothing, but
दिखता हमारे जीवन अगर गोपियां इसी भावना को कार्य देखो वृक्ष
then
तो
said,
बहुत विशाल है
this tree is so big,
किंतु ये कैसे कंजूस है
but he's conjuice, he's miser.
उदाहरण देते
The
हैं
tree is miser.
जिस प्रकार
For example, he gave they see some very wealthy men. Then a bhakti, a beggar, is looking at the thinking of this wealthy. This such a wealthy man, and a beggar is thinking, that when he goes to a small house, then he'll get a little atta. But he's thinking, but if I go to one big house, then I'll probably get 10 kilos atta. That if I went to 10 smaller houses, then I wouldn't. So thinking like that, this beggar is thinking that I will go to this big house, to these wealthy people, and if I go there, then they will give me. They have so much wealth. They'll give me some money as well, and they'll also give me some atta and some grains. So I thought, if I go to one house, then that would be enough for me. I don't have to go to any other houses. So like that, the beggar is thinking, and when he goes to actually go to a wealthy person, actually it's opposite. Then actually the wealthy person, the rich man, doesn't give any atta, only little atta he gives. Like a small bowl. Katoris. It's kheer. Kya katori? Ter katori. Small, like very small bowl. So like sometimes, you put tel on it, it's like really tiny. And if you want to massage, you put some oil in there. Really small katori, small bowl. It's very small. It cannot hold more than 25 grams. That even if you wash it. So he gives you that atta. So he gives you that much atta. And upparthi. So if puts that that atta, the lard from this little tiny small bowl, and then he puts it from so high up into the beggar's container, that so much atta also goes in the air. So if you go to a poor person's house, they will. If you go to a poor house, it's not only that they won't open it. They say, "Oh Baba," they'll invite you, they'll welcome you and say, "Come, open your choli." Yes, and they will throw out the atta bar. So sometimes the atta will go outside and in his container. So the beggar is thinking. So the gopis are saying, hey, these trees are very dhani. The trees are very wealthy. Of Vrindavan, in the deep separation mood, in Mahaprabhu, they are saying, we don't have any wealth. Krishna's got the wealth, and we don't have Krishna dhan. This Krishna dhan. Sorry, we don't have this Krishna dhan, the wealth of Krishna, because these trees, they are so tall, and Krishna hugged these trees and kissed them, and he rests under that tree. So they are more wealthy than us. We are durbhaga, we are unfortunate ones. We are suffering. So, and it says, look at these trees. And they are not telling us anything where Krishna is. They are not letting us know. Because why? These trees are purush, like they are in the masculine. They are masculine. Man's heart is hard. Even naturally, man's heart is hard, and the lady's heart is soft. Mother is. That's why the motherly love is there in the lady's heart. That vatsalya bhav, sneha and mamta is there in mother's heart. That men will not have sneha or mamta. The ladies will have 10 times more sneha and mamta than men. The sneha and mamta that the mother have, that much father doesn't have. That is the example is what is that? That the milk is flowing from mother's breast, but even the father has breast, but the milk doesn't come out from the father's breast. So this is one vishesha speciality of Vatsalya Bhav, is when the milk, what is this specialities of this Vatsalya Bhav is the mother's Vatsalya Bhav nahi hai. Father doesn't have that deep Vatsalya Bhav, but the mother does, because the mother feeds the baby with the milk. That's what the gopis are saying. Gopis are giving an example. These trees, these big trees, these great big trees are masculine. They are masculine jati. That's why their heart is not soft. Their heart is hard, it's not soft. They're hard-hearted. They're not generous, like udar. Somebody who is generous, they have mamata, they have sneha. Somebody who is generous, their heart will be sneha. They'll have sneha, like they'll have mamta. In their, it doesn't have that compassionate nature. They don't have compassionate nature. So he says, Sakhi, let's leave this place. And then it's Viras. So they moved forward. Then they left the trees and they said, we are females. So let's go to a female and open our hearts. And we can charchak. And we can ask about Krishna. So like that, they thought, so they left these big trees and they went to Tulasi. They went to Tulasi Devi. Tulasi is a female. So it says, if we are female, so if we go to a female, then they'll understand our heart. So a lady who is suffering so much, and he speaks her heart to another lady, female lady. So we have nothing to do with these male trees, masculine trees. Let's go to who has ladies. Let's go to another lady who has got. Let's go to Tulasi, who has soft heart like us. Tulsi is very dear to Krishna. It's called very Krishna Priya. Krishna Priya means very dear to Krishna. The Bhagavan Shri Hari Chankal will not even live for a second without Tulsi. Like Priya, one loved and beloved, they always are together. They are never separated. They never leave each other. Men will sit separate. The nature of the nature of the women is they'll sit next to another lady. No, I didn't understand that. They'll always sit next to another lady. The men, even this, the men the men in this temple, if you look at them, they'll still sit separate. They'll have a big, nice coat, sojai. They're chanting Harina with a like a blanket, and then they fall asleep. Isn't that true? But in the ladies, the nature of the ladies is alog, it's different. They want to, so the ladies will like the Krishna is so Tulsi saying Tulsi, oh Tulsi, you are so dear to Krishna that Krishna is never leaves you even for a second. So this is Bhagwan's nature. That Tulsi is so dear to Krishna. Baithe mein, sone mein, every time he's always with Tulsi. He doesn't do anything without Tulsi. Eating, sleeping. So if you want to offer the bhog, if you put Tulsi, then he will asan, you did offer the asan, everything. But you forgot to Tulsi. If you forget to put Tulsi, and you forgot to put Tulsi, then Krishna will not accept that gyan. Even whatever, however pure you've done, with so much nistha you've done, you offered everything to Thakurji, but without Tulsi Pata, he will not accept. So whatever you do, even when Tulsi is sitting down, is next to Tulsi. Salagram is Narayan. How do you keep the stuff? Show me how. You put a Tulsi Chandan and Tulsi, and then you put Salagram on top. Salagram is never alone. It's never alone. So you put Chandan, and then Tulsi, and then you put Upar Tulsi, and then you put Salagram, and then on top of Salagram you put another Tulsi Pota. So Batman is all. Even if you put garland, if there is no Tulsi in that, then he won't accept the garland. Oh yeah, even if you get a beautiful garland, a flower garland, but if it's not Tulsi, then Thakurji will not accept that. Whatever you offer to Thakurji, you offer always with Tulsi. You don't offer anything to Tulsi without, you don't offer anything to Thakurji without Tulsi Pata. So the gopis are saying to Tulsi, hey Tulsi, you are so dear to Krishna. Krishna is never without you for a second. So Tulsi, they did so much stuti to Tulsi. Tulsi didn't speak anything. And then they realized that Tulsi was smiling. You know the flowers the Tulsi plant has, very small flowers, like purple. You know, like it's a small purple color flowers. So it's like it seemed like the Tulsi is smiling, and you could see that teeth. You know, and you've seen the Tulsi flower. There is a purple on the top, and then underneath there is a small white. That flower is purple and small white. And so these gopis are saying that, look, see, Tulsi is smiling. So they said, hey, Tulsi, why are you smiling? So the Sakhi, Tulsi says, hey, Sakhi, Govinda just passed. Pinchin. Yes, so the Tulsi is saying when when Krishna woke us, they pinched us, you know, like they pinched us. So it's like a boy and a girl when they like they'll look at each other and they'll pinch each other. So when Krishna passed this garden of Tulsi, then Krishna pinched the Tulsi. And Govinda, so then all the calm, vikar manifested in these Tulsis. When Krishna is walking through the Tulsi garden, he pinched the Tulsi. The Krishna smiled, the Tulsi smiled just by touching the Krishna, their heart. that's why Tulsi is smiling. That's why this is what gopis are saying. Gopis are thinking, this is Tulsi. Look, that by having the touch of Krishna, so much sukh. There is so much sukh. There is so much, like if you touch, even if Krishna touch is you, what happens in your heart? You have anand in your heart. So similarly, Tulsi have touched Krishna. They have touched Krishna's limbs, and they are having this ecstasy in their heart. So Sakhis are saying, come on, they are also female and we are also female, so let's ask. Female never hides anything. Their nature. So they went to Tulsi pot and say, tell us which way. So which way Krishna went. So like that, gopis went to Tulsi. Hey Tulsi, you are so beloved of Krishna and so dear to Krishna that Krishna, you tell us where is our pran Govinda? Where has he gone? He's just touched you now, and he pinched you with his nails. So then, but Tulsi still didn't say anything. The gopis said, hey, gopis are saying, hey Tulsi, what, you are also ladies and still you have, but there is one dose in ladies, jealous. I've given you the qualities in our lady. They will try lie, they will not lie. In their heart, they also have bhavana. They'll have respect, like mother, like motherly they are. But what is the fault? So the fault is the gopis' fault. There is one fault in the ladies. One lady and the other lady, they cannot see. They cannot see good in another lady. And that's why, like, the Tulsi is also, she's a female, and we are also female. What is she keeping hidden from Isha? Isha, na? Isha is jealous. Isha. Like, yes, so Pati is one. If he's my husband, how can he be yours? So here the gopis, Tulsi is Sri is female, Asua. Isha means jealousy nature, enviousness. Isha. Jealousy. That's why Tulsi is not saying anything to us. But otherwise, the ladies, they will see our suffering, and still in the, and she's just touched Govinda passed the garden, and they have touched the body of Govinda, but still Tulsi is what? Tulsi is not telling us anything. Actually, Tulsi doesn't have this bhav, but this bhav is in Gopi's heart. That's why they are saying that. So, sneha, man, prayer, this is a prem. Sadhan, it is not even sadhak can go as far as bhav stage, ashakti or bhav stage. Bas, in bhav stage. In bhav, then after bhav, then they leave their body. They cannot even tolerate the bhav stage. Bhav nahi, bhava, na. Like then, the grains, you take, like the hair, there, like the dry, when you got greens and the husk husk. That when you air, the dry husk will be on the top. Like this, bhavan. So there's many qualities in ladies. What is the big fault? Irsha. They are jealous or envious. What is Irsha? If they see some good in others, then they will the heart will burn. If you want to be rich in your life, then learn two things. You will learn in the internet. If you want to be a very rich person, don't tell them what your source of income is to anyone. Don't tell that how I am getting my wealth. You will, as people will say, hey, how come he's got so much wealth? That let me find out how he's got health. So that person will find out where, yes, if you are getting done, let's say from someone, then what they'll do is they will go into that, speak to that person, and somehow cause problem between you and that person. So in Grasta, if you want to be healthy, then don't let them know what the source of income. So they'll say, oh, that work he's doing. So then when he found out that where that person is getting, where he's getting the wealth, then they will see complain about you or gossip, and that how will they will speak to them, lies to them, and change that person's mind. Even I'm not saying, even if you see in your own life, you can say, if somebody gives so much donation to somebody, then they'll say, "Arey, where is he getting all this donation from?" So my Sishya. Then if the other person will say, "Oh, my Sishya gave me," then what they'll do? They will go to the friend of that donor, and they'll try and interfere and in that relation and cause problem with that relationship. So Bhagwan doesn't. But if you see me or whoever is, because there's always a fault. There's always a dosh, that fault. If there is one little fault, there's one fault in somebody. The dosh is there, always fault is in everyone. So then they will, by finding the fault in them, they will cause so much arguments and problems. And they'll magnify that fault. So if say, but that is true. If for your own selfish benefit, that's what they will do. That's why you should never let anyone know what the source of income is. Whoever it is. Actually, everyone's like that. They'll say, "Oh, where did this person get so much money? How come he's give?" That curiosity is always in their mind, like they're always worried. So once I gave blankets to everyone. After Bhagavatam, people come and ask me, "Oh, you haven't got a factory. Where did you get all this money from?" And then if we did Bhagavatam, then they'll come to me and say, "Oh, who donated this money that you had this Bhagavatam? Who donated Bhagavatam?" So then they'll say, I'll say, "Oh, Gurudev did it, So then people will think, somebody else is giving donation for Bhagavatam, then we won't give. Actually, I am always reciting Bhagavatam and doing Bhagavatam. See, in 2 months, we had 2 Bhagavatam. And they'll say, oh Maharaj, but who is the person giving us this nobody's name? You know, when Bhagavatam, Bhagavat Sapta, they give a name. Like, now they don't write who is donated. And now it's more, they are more very clever. So if you say the Falani work, they said, they'll say, oh, his name is on the poster, you know, that he is donated. So instead his name is there, why should I give them? My name is not on there. So everybody wants Pratishta. Yeah, that's true. That everybody wants their name, you know, like Pratishta. They'll say, oh, well, my name is not on there. And whoever's paid the money, his name is there, so I'm not going to donate extra. So that's why they don't give extra. Then they don't donate. Other people don't donate. That's why it's saying, we said, that's why. So a wealthy person should never mention where his source of income is to anyone. So gopis here are, gopis are in Mahabhava Dasha. So it doesn't, Tulsi have that mood or not, that's another thing. But the mood that the gopis have in their heart is that. Actually they haven't got jealousy. That bhav, that it's called bhav, is called irsha. It's called something, I missed that. Aparadhi, in the spiritual life, that jealous is for the pleasure of Krishna. So the Tulsi, the gopis are telling Tulsi, hey, you are ladies, we are ladies, but we don't. Then he said, criticize the Tulsi, and they are criticizing Tulsi, that first they are glorifying Tulsi and then they are criticizing Tulsi and saying that she's dear to Krishna. And so they are saying, Govinda, so everything, Govinda is so close to Tulsi, even in his bhojan, Tulsi is Krishna Priya. So they are feeling that, look at it, in such a humility mood, Dana, in the Dana state, their heart they are having pain in their heart. That look at us, that this Sri Hati will not let us know. Hasrai, looking at our state, this Tulsi is smiling, laughing at us. One thing you have in a human being is, in your suffering, externally people will say, but inside they'll think, oh, it's very good that person is suffering. I know that he's suffering. But externally they will say, oh, I'm so sorry you're suffering. If you build two built houses, you build, and then you have a four stories house, four floor house, and I don't. But externally they will say, so and then if that house gets burned, then externally they say, oh, I'm so sorry, your house got on fire. But inside they will say, my house has 2 floors and he had 3 floors. So that's good that his house got burned, like. So they cannot see, some people cannot see the wealth of others. Upparthi, on the externally they will speak, but in their heart is burning. So externally they will say, oh, they'll try and pacify you in your suffering. then, but inside they're thinking, how am I going to get this person's wealth? If they see your happiness, then they will criticize you. Like Isha is, for example, your son became son. If your son got past first class, and her son didn't, then externally they say, "Oh, your son is so clever," but internally there's the fail ho jaye. they will do prayers to Lord Shiva and say, my son failed, so also her son should also fail the exams. So you see that this is the truth. This is what Tika is saying. This is Bhagavad Tika is speaking from Nitya. Because in this material world, nobody wants to see your happiness. Everybody wants that I am unhappy, so the others should be also unhappy. Even I am crying in this sansar, so everyone should cry. I am crying. Why are you laughing? So we are eating one roti, and you are eating rasgulla. You are eating all these all delicious food. So like that they feel. Is that aparad? I'm not saying aparad. He said, is that aparad? Is that aparad if you feel about somebody like that? This is samsars, this is the material life. This is the nature of material life. It happens, it does happen. If what you are thinking, don't think. Chintan, just you will see. That's why you should be savdhan. You should be careful. The gopis in Mahaprabhu are speaking. There is no even for the Lord Baba, for the material things, for the prem. Sorry, I didn't get that. That is chit. That is transcendental. Whatever is in the spiritual world is everything is for the happiness of Krishna. But here in this material world, that's why I said it's not. Is there an Isha there? Yes, there is jealousy. The Chandravali and Radhika, right? There is Isha. There is jealousy between Chandravali's gopis. If Krishna goes to Chandravali's kunj, then Radharani is jealous. And if Krishna goes to Radharani's kunj, then Chandravali is jealous. But that jealousy in spiritual world is different. It's for the pleasure of Krishna, because that jealousy will increase the prem for Krishna. But in this material world, there it is for Atma Sukh, for their own benefit. It's also Isha is same thing. Jealousy is also in spiritual world, also in here in material world. But in spiritual world, but the reflection, whatever is in the spiritual world is the reflection here in material world. That is the Siddhanta you have to absorb. The reflection, whatever is in Chit Jagat, whatever is in jealousy, everything that's the fear, there in spiritual world, it is for the happiness of Krishna. But in this Jagat, it's the opposite, it's the reflection of that. That is for our own selfish sukh, our selfish happiness. When Krishna goes to Chandravali's kunj, then Radharani is jealous. Why? Here, she says, whoever keeps relationship with Chandravali, I don't want to keep relationship with Chandravali. So Raghunath Das Goswami, somebody gave a matha, the buttermilk, in a cup, and he said, "Hey, Baba, normally you always come and give me a small cup of matha, but today you got a big bowl of matha, buttermilk. Why?" So he said, "Oh, I got this from Chandravali's village." So as soon as Raghunath Das heard Chandravali's name, then she is against our Sakhi Radharani. So what is the dosh? What is the fault there? What is the fault? If you think about it, there is no fault. If you think about it, there is no fault, right? But Raghunath Das, that Isha that they have is Vaisist, that is a speciality that increases the prema of Krishna, just like the waves that come in the ocean. The waves, that you have really big waves. When that waves give that beauty to the ocean. That's how people go by the ocean to see these beautiful waves. So like that, in the Chit Jagat, in the spiritual world, this jealousy, you have all these, that is to increase the prem of Krishna's. There is no Radha, or there is jealousy between Radharani and Chandravali. There is not for their own selfish. That is taranga, to increase. It actually gives ananda to Krishna. But people don't understand. The materialist people don't understand that. Materialist people, they cannot understand. This is the taranga. It's like up and down, for the prem. In this jagat, it's in this material world, it's for our own selfish reason, for our own selfish benefit. You got a beautiful, nice sweater. How come I haven't got? Oh, who gave it to me? So then they will say, who gave it to you? Then that person will go to another person. Oh, Mataji, please give me one sweater like that as well. So he said, I've got so many sweaters. I am not going to donate my sweaters to anyone else, even if I die. Or sal. I give. All the clothes I get, yes, I give. Yes, I know. We've seen it as well, yes. So Maharaj is saying that I get so many clothes from everyone. I give it out. I donate it to everyone, 3 times a day. I don't ask. But Maharaj is, they give Maharaj, then in Govardhan, I just give it out to all the devotees. Yes, that's true. He does that. So the more you give, the more will come to you. That I've seen in this life. Yeah. I've seen it. That in my own life, I've seen. I'm not praising myself or anything. It's not. I just give them. Take everything. But in this material world, it's irsha. They are very. The bhajan is not that easy. Bhajan, that how much nista you have in your bhajan. Then Bhagwan is happy with you. Then when you are so generous, generous, don't be miser. Then Bhagwan gives you a lot. Don't be miser. Take. Look at he's doing such a great big festival. We didn't ask him, where is your source of income? Gurudev is giving to you, that's why you can do all these big festivals. Bhagwan does the kripa, he gives. We don't have kripa. Maybe we didn't do this pious activities in our previous life. So Bhagwan is happy. Bhagwan kripa, how much Bhagwan kripa? Where is Bhagwan's kripa? That's why he's getting well. Why? Who who had Shakti? Who in Rupa Goswami? Where did the Shakti? Is Rai Ramana and Rupa Goswami? And where is Rupa Goswami and where is Rai Ramananda? Naya. Rupa Goswami has got everything new. Even Rai Ramanda, Swarupa, they are very close to Mahaprabhu. They live on the both sides of Caitanya Mahaprabhu. Rupa Goswami never stayed so near to Mahaprabhu. Who was on the left and the right side of Mahaprabhu was Rai Ramananda and Swarupa. But his wealth, who did he give his wealth? Who he gave all his wealth to? Rupa Goswami. Which is the slok? Priyama Swarupe. So why did he not give all the wealth to Swarup? We can ask the question that they were right next to Mahaprabhu, living on the left and the right side of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu all the time. Then the question can arise, why didn't Mahaprabhu give this wealth to Swarup Damodar? But Mahaprabhu is generous. Mahaprabhu has got his own mind. He knows who could give. Swarup Damodar and Rai Ramana is Lalita and Vishaka. They are not ordinary. Wherever Mahaprabhu was in all the assembly, the Swarup Damodar and Rai Ramana was with. That's why Mahaprabhu is saying, whoever's Priya Patra in a pranam mantra of Sri Chaitanya Manobhistam Stapitam Yena Bhutale Swayam Rupa Kadapai. So yes, he gave this to Chaitanya Rupa Goswami, who knows his heart, who knows completely his heart. Is Rupa Goswami knew Chaitanya Mahaprabhu's complete heart. Rupa Goswami's Mahina, the glorification of Rupa Goswami is not, he was dead. This is known as the Taranga, the waves of the Yamuna. Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. Whatever we see, Anarvita Chari Chari. What is this Chaitanya Mahaprabhu knows, Rupa Goswami knows Chaitanya Mahaprabhu's heart. For example, there is a pot. For a pot of Ganga, and you put, there's a big pot of Ganga Jal, and you put one drop of alcohol in there. Then what happens to that water? That water will not be used for the Bhagavad Seva. You cannot use that water to serve Thakurji. So there's a big pot of Ganga Jal, and somebody put one tiny drop of alcohol in. So what do you have to do? You have to throw that water away. You cannot use it in the Mahaprabhu. You can use it for puja. So
किंतु मेरे नाम दे करके मानो शुद्ध गंगा जल घड़ा के गंगा जल में एक बूंद क्या डाल दिया सुरागा मां देने का किंतु सर्वप्रथम उसमें क्या करने लगे नहीं प्रभु
Swarup Damodar is saying no. So you made a beautiful kheer. You put all these nice cashew nuts and raisins and everything, and the sugar and everything. You make beautiful kheer, but in the kheer, choti. So I don't know which dana. I don't know.
महापुरुष स्वयं जो है अपने को
What is it? What was added in the
मेरे
key?
नाम को
Purport, camphor.
Oh,
और
camphor.
सुरक्षा वाले कहा, नहीं प्रभु,
We put one
आप
camphor.
बिना नहीं हो नहीं सकता।
So it's like a camphor. Then that rice, that kheer becomes even really, really more delicious and more fragrant.
कभी आप प्रश्न भी कर सकते हैं, ये महापुरुष के स्वरूप दामोदर राय रमन
The Swarup and Damodar Rai Raman, that they were staying with Mahaprabhu.
सारी हृदय की पेटियां खोल करके
They opened their, but Chaitanya Mahaprabhu opened his heart, and all the treasures that was in his heart. Who did he give that? He gave that to Rupa Goswami.
और उससे सर्वश्रेष्ठ लोग क्या करेंगे?
What are people?
काजल से लेकर रात
Sarva
को
Brahm-
सभी रूप गोस्वामी पाद के जय जय करते हैं।
And what are they doing? From Sarva Bhattacharya to Rai Ramananda and Swarup Damodar, they are saying Jai Jai to Rupa Goswami.
रूप गोस्वामी के नीचे कैसे गिरा दिया? ऐसे नहीं।
It's not like that. It's not like that. They are not feeling that why Rupa Goswami has got everything. They are actually praising. They are saying good that Chaitanya Mahaprabhu gave the whole treasure, his heart's treasure to Rupa Goswami.
स्वयं महाप्रभु कहने लगे,
Then Mahaprabhu is saying
सब सभा में ऐसे रूप भी ऐसे कवित्व
in the whole assembly is
मैं जैसे
glorifying.
कृपा किया, हे भक्तजन,
He is saying, Mahaprabhu in the assembly is speaking, he is speaking everyone's name.
रूप के भी आशीर्वाद
And so he is saying, also you, he's giving names of all his parikas, and he's saying, you also have kripa on Rupa Goswami.
रूप और भी आशीर्वाद।
So he's saying, I am giving your heart, I am giving my treasure to him, but you also have kripa on him. This is the siksha of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. How udar, how he's udar, he is so generous. Like this. Utsav, though, if somebody is moving forward, then praise them. That is called udar. Udar means I've been Katha. When Mahaprabhu was in Gambhira, he was in the deep Radha's mood. Then, which bhav was that? Radha's mother, Vamya bhav. Vamya bhav. Yogini Radha. Vyogini Radha. That was the mood in Chaitanya Mahaprabhu in Gambhira. Now it's 8. Okay, let's have Aarti.
खने खने क्षीण হয় খনে অঙ্গ পুরি গম্ভীরা ভিতরে রাত্রি নাই নিদ্রা হব নিত্য মুক্তির গাছে কথা হয় সব তিনদারি কপাট প্রভু যায় না বাহিরে কবু শিলতারে পড়ে কবু সিন্ধু নিরে ছটক পর্বত দেখি গোবর্ধন গ্রামে ভাঙা চলে আর্তনাদ করিয়া ক্রন্দনে উপবন উদ্যান দেখি বৃন্দাবন জ্ঞান তাই যাই কাহা যাই নাচে গায় খনে মূর্ছা যান कहा नहीं सुनी सही भावेर विकार जेई भाव হয় প্রভু শরীরে প্রচার হস্তপদে সন্ধিত বিপত্তি প্রমাণে সন্ধি ছাড়ি বিষ্ণু হয়ে চর্মলয়ে স্থান হস্তপদ শীর্ষ শরীর ভিতরে প্রবিষ্ট হয় কুর্মরূপ দেখিয়ে প্রভুরে এই রূপ অদ্ভুত ভাব শরীরে প্রকাশ মনেতে শূন্যতা বাক্যে আহা উদাস কাহা মোর প্রাণনাদ মুরলী বদন कहाँ करूँ कहाँ पाऊँ ब्रजेंद्र नंदन कहारी कोई वो देवाजने मोरू ब्रजेंद्र नंदन नंदन बिना पाटे मोरू এই মত বিলাপ করে বিহর অন্তর গাইর নাটক শ্লোক পড়ে নিরন্তর अभी समाप्त करते हैं
Can we stop?
हो गया इस प्रकार चैतन्य महाप्रभु
This like that Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. And that last 12 years, the 24 years was in Grasta, 24 years sannyas, and then the 6 years he was preaching around the world in South India, and sometimes he was in Vrindavan, and then 18 years he was in, out of that 18 years, the last 12 years, he used to be in Gambhira. So Sukadev Goswami didn't speak Radha Rani's bhav, but Krishna Das Kaviraj Goswami has mentioned Caitanya Mahaprabhu's bhav here. The Swarup Damodar, Rai Ramananda, Raghunath, all there is it. Like this, Mahaprabhu in the deep separation mood. We didn't do many sloks, many verses, only 17. So we are in chapter 2, verse 17. Hare Krishna. Give them a darshan. Please take darshan of Thakurji here.